Welcome back to Squadron Scale Workshop. My name is Brett Green, and today we'll be taking a look at the third and final item in the box from Shizuoka that arrived on my doorstep recently, and that is Tamiya's forthcoming 1/48 scale T-55 medium Russian tank. Now, Tamiya released their new tool 1/35 scale T-55 tank way back in 2002 to great acclaim, and it's still a really good kit today. But in 48 scale, in recent years, probably the most requested kit that I've heard has been a T-55, and Tamiya has finally come to the party with a brand new tool 1/48 scale T-55 kit. I'm going to be unboxing this kit for the first time. I haven't even opened the lid until now because I wanted to share that with all of you and be able to offer my first impressions of the kit in the box. So let's get cracking. It's a small or medium-sized box. Actually, the box is the same size as the 35th scale R35. So it's not a particularly small box. And it's quite weighty as well, with a separate lid, which is always what I prefer, rather than a side opening box. The sprue on the top is sprue D, and this contains a really nice commander figure. You see him there, as well as some detailed parts. Got the Dushka heavy machine gun there. Looks like separate hatches, which is great news for the turret. Stowage boxes and detailed parts. The braces for the track guards and so forth. So, and spotlight and bits and pieces. So detail parts in summary. I could have saved a lot of time there. The next sprue that we're coming across. Each of the sprues, by the way, looks like they're packed into their own individual bags, so no scuffing of the plastic. This is sprue C, and it's mostly turret parts. So we have the turret shell upper and the turret base, and we can see that the turret has been designed to rotate on the hull there. We also have the fuel tanks. Just give it a chance to snap into focus there. Rear hull plate, the little shot trap fairings, the mantlet cover, and a few other bits and pieces. So the barrel's there as well. So it's a mostly one-piece barrel with the muzzle, the end of the muzzle, being split into two, so that we've got a hollow end, and also a bit of a unditching beam as well. So that's sprue C. Next up, we have sprue B, and that contains the lower hull floor. There are also the hull sides. Actually, it makes more sense from that side. So it looks like the swing arms and the axles for the running gear are actually moulded in place. Makes construction easier and alignment more accurate as well. And then we have a very nice one-piece upper hull with the track guards moulded in place as well. So we have the engine deck mesh is moulded. Is that going to focus? Yes, it is. The engine deck mesh is actually moulded as part of the plastic hull, but having seen similar mesh on kits recently, these actually respond quite well to a nice paint and wash and maybe a little dry brush. They look almost as good as the photo etch parts, I think. So, and then the last two plastic sprues are identical. They are sprue A and it contains the running gear and tracks. So we have the very nice running gear with the standard T34 style wheels, the drive sprockets, idler wheels and so forth, and then we also have link and length tracks. So I've talked a lot before about Tamiya link and length tracks. I love them. I think they're fantastic, and they'll be the same on this kit as they are on others, I'm sure, with a nice long track run for the top. We can see that it's got a little bit of a sag in it, built into it already, if you look at it from that angle, as well as a straight lower run, some individual links to go around the drive sprocket and idler wheels, and a couple of lengths to make up the gaps. So they're really nice. So the wheels actually look terrific as well, with the detail on the tyres as well. Can you see the raised detail on the tyres sidewalls? It's very, very nice. Anyway, next we have the instructions. Tech tips again, probably got it by now. The instructions on a typical Tamiya long folded piece of paper. Very nice diagrams, easy to follow, logical steps, and you shouldn't have any trouble building this one, I would say. We also have in the box a separate sheet with background information and a marking guide in black and white for the single marking option that's provided in the box. The decals, speaking of the marking option, are on a very small sheet, which is fair enough because there's not much to it really. That's it. So I'm sure the Tamiya decals will perform well. I usually use a little bit of Solvaset over the top, and then when that's dry I seal it with some future floor polish. And last but not least, stuck onto the bottom of the box, you can see a little bag there, and it's you can just see the metal in there. I'll just grab my trusty Alpha hobby knife and cut that open. So Tamiya, rather than giving us a die-cast whole floor, which is what they used to do, they give us now optional die-cast metal strips. Sometimes they give us rods, and these just go into the bottom of the lower hull, and they give the model a little bit of scale weight. I don't mind it. I think it's not a bad idea at all. So that's it. That's Tamiya's brand new 1/48 scale T55 Russian medium tank. It's been long wished for by 48 scale modelers, including myself, and it's terrific to actually see it arrive now. So this is kit number 32598, T55 Russian medium tank. It's not out now, but it will be soon. This is a production box that I've got, so it can't be too far away. It's on pre-order at all of the usual places. So if you're a 1/48 scale military modeler, you put your name down now and grab one. I'll be building this very, very soon, so it will certainly be in the next issue of MMI, and I'll post some photos on Missing Links as well once I've finished it. Well, from Squadron Scale Workshop, I'm Brett Green. Bye for now.